Hi everybody. I just wanted to tell you that I am starting my video. See if I can get the announcements up here. But I guess not. So I'm not going to be able to tell if you're on. I'm on my iPad, which I'm only doing it because I'm going to show you my room. So if you are here, Sharon is watching. Hi Sharon. I'm going to show you my classroom. It's finally clean enough to show. I'm going to see if a couple other people come on. And I know it's an impromptu video. Hi, Dana. I'm going to show you my little classroom here in a second. I'm actually holding my iPad, standing up. So if it looks a little shaky, it's because I'm a little shaky. I'm going to try not to get my fingers in the way. Hi, Shanda. How are you? I'm going to try not to get my fingers in the way. Dana, this isn't my craft room, it's my classroom. But I am going to show you my craft room. So we're going to go from looking halfway decent to utter chaos because that's how I create. Hi, Jessie. Jessie knows what my creative room looks like. There's my daughter-in-law, Melissa. She knows what both of them looks like. So, Shanda, I haven't seen you in so long. It's been forever. Geesh, I miss seeing everybody when I see all these names pop up. But anyway, what I'm going to do, and I want to show you tonight, because I've been wanting to do Facebook Lives, but I've only done my technique ones because I wanted to get this room kind of cleaned up. It was kind of bothering me. I have that coronavirus, let's clean everything stuff going on. So anyway, I'm going to start here at the bottom of my steps. I hope that I don't make you guys dizzy. Dana, yours is not always utter chaos. You just have so much stuff, but you're organized. You know where it's all at. So I envy you on that part. So anyway, I'm going to flip my camera around and show you everything. Well, I flipped you back. There you go. Okay, when you walk down the steps, this is what you see. These two paintings I'm proud of. One I did at my church, Be the Light, and the other one I did with my daughter and granddaughter and that at a cancer event, and we painted those. I love it. And up here you'll see on my wall, these are just where I put cards and cards ideas and stuff like that. This is my table. Now this is where you see me do my live videos. The blue and green containers and stuff are cards that I've made throughout my classes. And I got rid of over like 300 of them last year at church. I gave them away. I told people to take them and send them out as random acts of kindness to people that needed inspiration and just different things like that. And those cards there are going to go into this card rack. I'm going to move over here. Thanks to Beth Jones. If any of you guys know Beth, I bought that card rack off of her. It swivels. So I'm in the process of bagging all my cards up, putting in this rack. I do have some people that come into my classes that buy some cards. We just took out an entertainment center here. I gave it to my grandson, and that's where I now have that card rack and that little table that holds my catalogs, my order blanks, pens and scissors, candy. Everybody loves candy when they come to class. A candle and stuff. And then there's another painting that I did. That was the first one I ever did at Painting with a Twist. Here's some more of my cards, and yeah, that little thing lights up around them. I thought I'd just add a little pizzazz in here. These are more of my shelf. My husband put up these little pieces of wood for me, and I decorated clothespins and put on there. The other shelf you see at the top there, they were going to throw them away at my church, and I'm like, oh no, I need those. So there's what I've been putting all these cards up, and then, okay, I'm going to step back and let you see. Here is where I have set up. Oh, I gotta get back. If you can see it, there's my score thing, my cutter. I have 2 big shots. I have embossing folders and dies in the little containers you see there. This little green container and different things you see sitting over here by the score thing is for my classes that I sit on my table when it's time to craft. This little wall doesn't have any cards on it. It's just like stuff that was made for me and that I just keep up there. And then down there is like almost a little bit of chaos, but it is very organized now. Even all of my little totes over there that holds hanging files all have a meaning, and I know what's there. Now I'm going to turn this around. I'm trying to be slow, guys. I'm sorry. This is my shelf. If you would have seen this shelf, it had all of those little baskets, the green and the blue one that you saw, sitting all over there in a hot mess. Down below was everything was in a hot mess, so I organized all my books that was in the entertainment center, set some of my craft stuff up, and there's my neat little ornaments, and I forget who made those at a Christmas thing that Mary Stampers had, but I do love them, so I always have to keep them out on display. And then there's my chairs I'm getting rid of. I just went today and bought these white plastic chairs. I like the looks of them better. They're easier to move because these chairs are heavy. They're going to be rehomed, but we have to figure that out here in a minute. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. I just showed my classroom. Anyway, it was a hot mess. Now I'm going to walk you into where I do all of my creating. And you talk about a hot mess. I'll walk slow. You're going to walk. We're going to the back part of my basement because all of this is in my basement. Let me flip this light on here. These are punches that are not Stampin' Up! Punches, but punches that I am going to get rid of. I'm going to get ready to sell. This is all ribbon that is not Stampin' Up! Ribbon, and it is chaos. But I'm taking you around to where I create because if all of you don't know, I worked in the craft industry for 25 years. I brought a lot of it home. I'm going to step back. You're going to see my Stampin' pads off to your right, my Stampin' Up! Pads, papers. There's some paper pumpkin, and that red thing sitting there is still stuff from my cleaning out the entertainment center. But here's my table. This is where I create all of my stuff. Can you tell? It's a hot mess. And I do a little watching TV right up there as I sit here and do that. But what I want to show you, because I go from this room into my classroom, so I don't have everything into one room, I will show you. You guys are going to die. See all those stamp sets? They are double rowed in each one of those. They are all retired stamp sets. And all those on top are retired. Yep, I'm going to start getting rid of that stuff. There's all of my paper. That's all the current paper with Stampin' Up! In my paper racks. And I do have one of those racks that I'm going to be selling too. Here is my current stuff. That's all the current stamp sets. Now, let me just show you something. You guys need to be inspiration to me and get me on the deal. See all this up here? Paper pumpkin stacked. See all that? That's all paper pumpkins that I have not done. So, I need to get on the ball. But here's my thing I'm going to tell you, because I go to this room to that room. Here's my shelf. I'm going to put it back so it's not right in your face. And I'll tell you what I do. I roll this rolly cart around all the time. This green bucket holds all of my class stuff when I'm making cards. Each folder is a card and all of its components. Mary, if you recognize that little basket, we made that at your house one time forever ago. And I tell you what, it has always held all of my extra little accessories, which has worked out great. Second shelf is adhesives, blocks. Third shelf is dimensionals, glue dots, tear and tape. The next row is pads and for stamping on with the photopolymer and embellishments. And the bottom row is just extra little things like my crocodile and stuff that I use all the time. Now when I turn around, this thing also goes with me sometimes. Don't mind my cord thing. Floyd and I are trying to figure out something to do with the cord. But all of those sets are from the mini catalog that we're using right now, and some of the dies and stuff. I usually don't have that in there as much, but all of this stuff is from the mini catalog. Plus my Stamparatus is down there on the bottom. So I use this. It's movable, so when my husband needs to get to the furnace and all kinds of stuff, I can move it. I do have my OttLite. This little cart is my portable cart. When I'm doing my classes, as I'm preparing, what stamp sets I use go into my racks with any punches, any ink pads, anything that I need to use is in there. The bottom, you're going to see a lot of sponges and different things like that. So I roll this silver cart and the black cart into my other room. I create all of my classes in here, all my cards for my classes or anything, put them in that rack in these rolly carts, and I just roll them in like the day before my classes and set my table up, and it is so much easier to do. Yes, Jesse, we did. We have spent many nights in this room just playing, and it has always looked like this. Everything you see on this shelf I brought home from the handcraft. All the boxes that all the stuff fits in, and it's just stuff I get out and use every once in a while. Don't tell them how dirty it was. There's all my stamp pads. Those are very organized. All the stuff sitting in front of them have a little bit of meaning. So anyway, I'm going to walk back out into my other room. There's my two shelves I'm getting rid of. My one of the racks for paper, and the other one is just a little rack I had stamp sets on. And then, so we're back. Here's my classroom. This is how far I have to walk to come to class. Have a bathroom right here for everybody to use. Have coat rack. Hang your coat. I take 5 people in my classes usually because I sit in the 6th seat down by the wall and do everything. So I just wanted to give you a tour of how I do my classes, what I've been working on to try to get everything organized so that I can do videos and I can create, not have to clean off spaces to do that. So this is what I do. I'm very glad that you guys came and that you watched. I didn't want to take you away for anything, and then we're going to get ready because at 7 o'clock, Mary's going to do a class on fun folds, but I forget what page you're on, Mary. Can you put that up real quick? Because it's not a Mary Stamper one, is it? I get so confused. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys all of my stuff. I was really proud of getting all this done. And don't my white chairs look so neat? Oh my gosh, I can just fold them up. These other chairs are heavy. But anyway, and I really like my Big Shot station, and I can't wait. Stampin' Up's bringing out a new die cut machine. That's all I can say. And they're going to be replaced. So anyway, here's my room. I think I'm done. Thank you. Thanks, Dana. I'm glad you like it. It's just a cozy little classroom. I like just being able to teach a small group and stuff. Mary, that's good. Stamp and Scrap with Mary Nabe. If any of you guys aren't on there, Mary's going to do a fun fold at 7 o'clock on her Facebook Live, Stamp and Scrap with Mary Nabe. So if you're not on there and you want to go visit her, she's my upline. She's awesome. She's the one that got me to do these videos and stuff. So if you want to go watch her videos, that's going to be at 7 o'clock, and I'm planning on being there. So anyway, I'm going to let you all go, and if you didn't get to see the whole video, watch it on replay. It's just showing you my room. And I hope to be able to get a card of some sort or an idea made and do another video, maybe even Thursday, because it's supposed to rain so bad. Oh, Mary, thanks. That's so sweet of you to say that. Shanda, thanks for loving my rooms. I love my rooms. You know, I don't need anything fancy. I'm not a fancy person, and I like my rooms to be loved in and just a happy place for people to come, you know. And this was actually my husband's man cave, and he gave it up so I could have this, because all I had was that back part that you saw. And he went upstairs to one of our bedrooms, so he told our grandkids he went from a man cave to a tree house because he's in the upstairs, all the way up. So anyway, there we go, guys, and I will let you go and hope to see you maybe Thursday. I'll post when I'm going to be doing the card thing and stuff, because I really love talking to y'all, and I think this is our new way of doing things right now. So anyway, bye, guys. Love you all.